we were filming. Okay, let's do this. Hi guys, welcome back and thank you for watching my last video. Today I'm talking about fake tan. Yay! And sunblock. Being a ginger, very important. When I tan, I like something that's natural, that doesn't look dirty. It just stops you from looking glow in the dark, moonshine kind of white. I love fake tan, I use it all the time, and I don't like tan that looks dirty or that's streaky and looks obvious. I just like it to be natural. So I'm going to show you everything I use from when I shower to when I'm actually going out into the sun. The first thing I use is a good scrub. I like cheap and cheerful. So the one I use is the Cocoa Brown by Marissa Carter, and it looks like this. It's kind of a fruity floral scent and has a very good scrub in it, and I think it's about €5 or €6, so it's a bargain. I love the tan, not the tan, the scrub. The tan I didn't particularly like because it was a bit too dirty and it went very patchy on me, and I didn't like the scent, it was a bit too strong. The scrub is fine because you just use it, it's gone down the drain. The type of tan I use is Gradual Tan Air, and it's like this. The Naked collection is on the cheaper scale, so for that Gradual Tan Air it's 250 mils and it is about €11 to €15, so it's really good value. It doesn't smell like anything. If you want something a little bit more pricey but gives a little difference in the colour, it's the Self-Tanning Gradual Ocean by the same line. It's a little bit darker, I think it's caramel extract, so it gives it a little bit more of a colour. That's the one I have on today, so it's quite nice. For a chemical version, but it's still non-toxic and it's safe on your skin, is the Bella Nianta. It dries in 60 seconds, it doesn't irritate your skin. You would leave it on for maybe an hour or two because it can get quite dark if you leave it on for your 6 to 8 hours. So if you're fair like me, an hour or two is just right. It wouldn't be all natural, it'd have some chemicals in it, but my skin didn't react to it, so it's a nice one. If you have eczema or psoriasis or any sort of very delicate skin, you have to be careful with ingredients. I have two options and they're all from Health Food Store. So the first one is by Mugu, an Australian brand. It's all natural, there's no chemicals at all in it. It has green tea extract in it and it has milk proteins, so it's quite hydrating for the skin. Now the scent it's hard to explain. It has a scent, it's nearly kind of like an apple cider vinegar scent because it's part of the ingredients. So if you're not fond of that kind of apple cider vinegar scent, you won't like it. But it does give a nice colour, and as I said before, if you have eczema or psoriasis, it's really good for those skin types because it won't flare you up and you won't have a reaction to it. The next product I like, again it's natural, it's by the brand Dr. Organic, and it is by Holland & Barrett's brand. It's really nice, but it can get very dark, so I use light, and even at light it is a bit dark. You need to make sure you moisturise every day because if you don't moisturise, this tan can go quite dirty. It smells quite like cinnamon, and it does have cinnamon as one of its ingredients, and it has argan oil in it, so it has that oriental scent to it. So if you're not a fan of the spicy scents, you may not like that, but it does give a really nice tan, especially to your legs. Sometimes your legs are harder to take to fake tan, so I usually use that one on my legs rather than my full body because it is a bit too dark. Next! Once I have all my tanning done and all that crack, the next day when I'm rocking that new bronze tan, whoop whoop, I need to wear sunblock every single day or I will burn to the bejesus. The sunblock I like to use is by Green People. It is SPF 30. It's not a chemical SPF, it's a natural barrier one, so it's a bit different. If I was to use a chemical based sunblock, I would have to use factor 50, but I'm safe with 30. I've used it when I was in Australia and I didn't burn at all. I'll be going to Croatia in a couple of weeks time, so I'll be bringing it with me, or I'll be using the Mugu version as well. they have an SPF also that is really good, and a bug spray. Yeah, love that Factor SPF 30 by Green People. I like the ingredients in it. It's about 87% organic. It's a chemical free sunblock, and it's quite hydrating. Doesn't have a scent. It's quite a thick kind of consistency, but it rubs in well. You just have to make sure you cover every part of your skin that's exposed so you don't get burnt, but it's a really nice one, especially if you're using it every day. And it's water resistant, so you can go into the beach and you can go swimming in a pool or whatever, blah blah blah, and you won't get burnt. How I put these all on, I use latex gloves for gradual tanners, because the mitt will absorb too much product, so you'll be wasting your product. So I use the glove with that one. I'm putting mousses on. I use these mitts. I like the one by Tan Organic or the Bella Mianta, because it's better quality and it's a better application, because the material is like it's like fleece or something, so it's a lot different than the ones that you have in your standard mitt, which I don't have to show you because I don't buy them because they're kind of crap. For putting tan on your back is always a bit tricky, so I found a tan back applicator, and it looks like this. Like this, and it's very, very handy. You just put your product here, and then you're able to put it behind your back, and you use this to spread it where you need it to be spread, all over your back, all that crack. Before I discovered that, I used a sock. But that's all old news now, since I got this new fancy back applicator. If you would like me to do a video on how I apply my tan, just let me know down the bottom of the comment section. Just remember, like, for tips for putting tan on, I always leave my hands and my feet to last, because if I'm using a mousse, a lotion, or the gradual tanner, just be safe enough. But specifically if you're using mousse or tinted tan lotions, I use my moisturizer. I put a blob in my hand and I use the tanning product, mousse, lotion, whatever it is, and I apply it like this, and I use that on my feet, butt feet, and I use it butt feet. I forgot that we were filming. Okay, let's do this on both of my feet, and I use the same for if I need to blend in my knees. I'll use a bit on my knees, but I try to avoid the knees. Okay, can you scratch the knee part, because I actually don't do that. I don't know why I just do that. Just sew my knee. Did I say the fucking knee? That's the one thing I said, don't mention the bloody knees, and I mentioned the knees. That's everything. That's everything I use, from my mousse to my lotions, my gradual tanners, what I use to apply it, and my sunblock. As I said earlier, I will be going on a road trip with my boyfriend. We're going to Croatia, so if you stay tuned, I will bring you along with us for the trip, show you everything that we're going to see and do for that. All that skincare that well, I suppose it's skincare. All the tanning products I mentioned here, they're all organic, vegan, and for baby friendly, so no animals were hurt using any of these products, so that's always a plus. Mistakes, tanning disasters. When I first started using tan, automatically I went extreme dark, so I thought I would be this golden goddess and I'd be looking great, but instead I look like a mahogany piece of furniture. So when you're picking tan, when you're like pale or you're ginger, or you know, you're very fair skinned, best go for your light tans. Maybe your medium if you're feeling a bit adventurous, but usually light tan is the way to go, or gradual tanners. If you're not used to tanning and you're only starting, start with a gradual tanner, because it's foolproof. You won't be able to mess up your hands, your neck, your feet, all that. When you're showering, before you put on tan, if you use a normal shower wash, if there's a moisturizing agent in it, it's going to leave a layer on your skin. So best to use like what I did, the scrub, something like this, because it won't stay on your skin, it'll wash away, so you won't be ending up with patches everywhere. So if you like my videos, hit like. If you love them, subscribe, and I will see you next time with a new video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye.